بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تمسك بسنته بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد. After praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and sending the salutations upon the Messenger alayhi salatu wassalam, upon his family, his companions, upon all those who follow, upon his guidance into the establishment of the last day. Proceed, ikhwan. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من علم لا ينفع ومن قلب لا يخشع ومن نفس لا تشبع ومن دعاء لا يسمع. Verily, Allah, we seek refuge with you from knowledge that has no benefit, and from a heart that has no fear, and from a soul that has no satisfaction nor contentment, and from a dua that goes unanswered, and from a dua that goes unanswered. To proceed, إخوان, فنواصل معكم في هذه السلسلة الرمضانية في تعليمنا اللغة العربية. So we continue in this series of Ramadan in which we're studying the Arabic language. كل يوم في شهر رمضان إلا يوم الجمعة. So this month we're intending to study Arabic every day except on the day of Jumu'ah, except for the day of Jumu'ah. طيب لأصحاب الكتب وصلنا إلى صفحة 40 أو إلى صفحة 40. So we have arrived, for those that have the book, at page number 40. We have arrived, for all those that have the book, on page number 40. No. فلأصحاب الكتب انظروا إلى صفحة 40. For those that have the book, we have arrived at page number 40. And we didn't go live on the Facebook for some reason. طيب فوصلنا إلى تدريب الحادي عشر. تدريب الحادي عشر. So we have arrived at exercise الحادي عشر, number 11. Number 11. الحادي عشر, exercise number 11. تدريب الحادي عشر. طيب قال بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ذهبت إلى السوق لشراء بعض الأجهزة الكهربائية. تحدث عما دار بينك وبين صاحبه المتجر مستعينا بما يلي. So this exercise, he says, you went to the store in order to buy or for the purchasing of some electronic devices. So mention what took place between you and between the owner of the store, using what comes next as assistance, or using what comes next to aid you. طيب نترك هذا للواجب. We're going to use this for homework. We're going to use this for homework, or leave this for homework. طيب الجملة الأولى, question number 1. ماذا تريد أن تشتري? Question number 1. اكتبوا هذا, write this down. Question number 1. ماذا تريد أن تشتري? What do you want to buy? ماذا تريد أن تشتري? Question number 1. ماذا تريد أن تشتري? What do you want to buy? I don't think I can add now that I already started. For the brothers who follow on the Facebook, it didn't broadcast on Facebook, but we'll upload the class after, inshallah. Or you can go to the YouTube and follow along there. طيب ماذا تريد أن تشتري? What do you want to buy? So imagine this dialogue. You went to the store, ذهبت إلى السوق وأردت أن تشتري بعض الأجهزة. You want to buy some electronic devices. So these are some questions that he wants you to use in your dialogue. What you want to buy? What do you want to buy? Alright, then you're going to write أريد أن أشتري كذا وكذا. I want to buy such and such. طيب الثانية, ما النوع الذي تريد شراءه? Number 2. ما نوع الذي نعم تريد شراءه. طيب Number 2. ما نوع الذي تريد شراءه? What's the type? What type of thing? You mentioned what you want to buy. Now what type is it? What type of thing do you want to buy? Like what brand? What type? تريد أن تشتري هاتفا. You want to buy a phone. طيب أي نوع? What type of phone? مثلا remember some of the beauty of the author's speech. Here, تريد شراءه. He uses the masdar. That you want its purchasing. Not that you want to buy. He said it in a more eloquent manner. What type do you want its purchasing? What type? So this is for homework inshallah. ليس الآن. أريدكم أن تفعل هذا في المنزل. I want you to do this inshallah ta'ala in the class, in the home. This is for homework. Inshallah. It's going to be a homework. طيب. الثالثة. Number 3. كم تريد أن تشتري? How many do you want to buy? كم تريد أن تشتري? How many items do you want to buy? كم تريد أن تشتري How many? You want to buy? طيب الثالثة أو الرابعة number 4. السعر. ما السعر. What's the price of it? ما السعر. What's the price? طيب السعر is the price. السعر is the price. هو السعر. ذهبت إلى السوق وسألت صاحب السوق ما السعر. You go to the store and you ask the owner or the one who was working there ما السعر. What's the price? The price of the item that you're trying to purchase. No. السعر 25 times. والجمع سعر أسعار is plural. It's plural. It's plural. The plural is SR. SR prices. So we have multiple items. SR. So سعر is a price, a single price. أسعار is prices. فالمرأة تريد مثلا أن تمشي إلى وامار وهي تريد أن تشتري بعض الأشياء فتسأل صاحب وامار ما أسعار هذه الأشياء. So the girl, the woman, she goes to Walmart. She wants to purchase multiple things. So she says to the worker, ما أسعار. Since she has multiple things, she says, for example, she says ما أسعار هذه الأشياء. So she says ما, it should be Arabic, ما أسعار هذه الأشياء. So she says to the person who works there, worker, ما أسعار. What are the prices of these items? ما أسعار هذه الأشياء. She says, what are the prices of these? ما أسعار. سعر مفرد. أسعار جمع. سعر is the singular. أسعار is the plural. You can also say كم السعر. You can say ما السعر, what is the price, or كم السعر, how much is the price, or how much. نعم, how much is the price. You can use the ما and you can use كم. Let's write that down. You can use ما and you can also use كم. The meaning is different slightly. ما is what and كم is how much. ما am. How and what? طيب التي بعدها next sentence. هل قلت شيئا عن السعر? Did you say anything about the price? Sometimes you can negotiate. They say give me $10. You say الذي عندي 8. I only have 8. Example. This is mainly like overseas. In America, the prices are already set. Some stores you can negotiate, but in the Muslim world, you can negotiate. Number 5. هل قلت شيئا عن السعر? Did you say anything about the price? Because sometimes you can save. Sometimes you may want to give some extra. That's another sunnah that we forget. The item is $5. You say, here you go, $5, and here's $1 extra. May Allah bless you. That's another sunnah. Sometimes give a little, and then sometimes you may save. The person may say, هذا لي $20. This is for $20. He says, but أعطني 15. He says, but give me 15. لا بأس. No. Oh, the next one. Did you say anything about the price? Because you're buying and trading. You can negotiate sometimes. Is it honorable to ask a woman to lower her dowry? We wouldn't say it's honorable يا إخوان. ما عندنا دليل على تشريف هذا. هو جائز. We wouldn't say if the man is interested in the sister, the brother is interested in the sister, and her dowry is whatever her dowry is. The question says, is it honorable to ask her to reduce or to lower it? We have no proof that that's honorable to do. However, it's allowed to do. But I would say to the brother not to do that. I would say to the brother not to do that. Either honor her dowry to the best of your ability. She wants some jewelry, and you don't quite have that money to get that jewelry. فالأولى شيئين. الأولى شيئين. What's better is one of two things, or two things. إما أن تجتهد وتحصل على المبلغ الذي هي تريد منك. هذا الأول. Either you strive and you work and you strive and you strive and you strive in order to save and to get that amount that she wants. Or اصبر. Or you just are patient. ولعلها معجبة بك كذلك لأنك تعجب بها وهي تغير المبلغ. والله أعلم. The second we say, you just be patient. Perhaps the same way you're interested in her, she's interested in you, and she may see that you don't have that amount, and she may lessen it on her own. But I say to the brothers, although it's allowed to ask the sisters to lower their dowry, it's more honorable that you don't. And we don't want to be those brothers who they're interested in the girl, and then they start talking about her after they can't afford her dowry. She asks for a used car, and then the man begins to talk about her because he can't afford that. Oh, you didn't graduate high school, or you're black, you're white, you're Arab, you're this, you're that, or you have this child and this child, or you're this age and this age. No, not like that, ya ikhwan. Keep the honor of the woman, inshallah ta'ala. That's what I would say. Wallahu alam. طيب, our next sentence. هل قلت شيئا عن السعر? Did you say anything about price? Remember, sometimes you can negotiate. طيب السادسة. Number 6. If you said something about the price, لماذا رد البائع? What did the seller, what did he reply to you? What did he say to you? لماذا نعم لماذا رد البائع? If you said something about the price, then what did the seller, what did he say to you? Did he agree? Did he lower it? Did he increase it? لماذا رد البائع? The بائع is the اسم فاعل from باع يبيع, the one that is selling. He is the بائع. With what did the seller reply? طيب. السابعة, number 7. كم دفعت? How much did you pay? كم دفعت? How much did you pay? كم دفعت? دفع means to pay. دفع means to pay. And the last sentence says دخلت محلا لبيع المواد الغذائية صف ما شاهدته. طيب. The next one he says you enter into a place in order to buy some products of nourishment, some food items. Describe what took place. So this exercise is a written exercise. And also make it beneficial in your speech. As remember, we want you to say it before you write it. It's going to help your speech. You're going to get faster and faster and faster. Right? So the last one, دخلت محلا لبيع المواد الغذائية. You enter a place in order to buy some products of الغذاء, of like nourishment. صف ما شاهدته. So describe what happened. صف ما شاهدته. Right? You enter into a place, you want to buy محلا لبيع المواد الغذائية, in order to buy some products or some items of nourishment. ما شاهدت. So describe what happened. What did you witness? How do you spell items? No A. شكرا. Describe what you witness. So this is tonight's homework, inshallah. طيب امشي إلى صفحة 42. So now I want you to go to page number 42. عندنا قراءة جديدة. So now we have a new reading. New reading. طيب وهذا الحوار. Let's take some of the words إن شاء الله. هذا الحوار بين مصطفى وحسن والبائع. So this one we have between Mustafa. They always use Mustafa and Hassan in this book. And between the seller. So we have Mustafa, Hassanun, والبائع, and the seller. Remember, al-ba'i', it's a new word, is from the verb ba'a, the one who's doing the action of selling. He is the ba'i'. The one who's doing the action of prayer, he is the musalli. No. So the verb is ba'a, باع يبيع sell باع يبيع sell. The one who is doing the action, this ism fa'il, we're going to call him ba'i'. Ba'i', he is the seller. Ba'i'. على طاولة on the table. بائع. The ba'i', he is the seller. Ba'i', a seller, the one doing the action of ba'a. He is the one doing the action. طيب بائع. تعلمنا باع قبله. We learned باع before. So now we have the اسم فاعل بائع. تبائع. طيب. So let's take some new vocabulary inshallah. قال الدكان. كانت عندنا هذه الكلمة. We had this word before. والحمد لله. الدكان. Shop. Store. الدكان. الدكان. قال القطن. القطن. هذه جديدة. This is a new word for us. القطن. القطن is the material that your clothing is made of, the cotton. القطن. القطن. قاف. القطن. Cotton. Every word that's new 25 times. القطن. Cotton. We have الدكان. القطن. Everyone do one more inshallah. مقايس. مقاس. عفوا. مقاس. مقاس is the measurement of a thing. مقاس, the distance or the measurement of it. مقاس. مقاس, the measurement. You can say the distance also. uh, measurement of distance of مقاصد مقاصد. طيب المقاصد. طيب نبدأ بالقراءة. Let's do the reading إن شاء الله. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Be safe. طيب let's do some reading إن شاء الله تعالى. قال مصطفى. Mustafa speaks. طيب so here we can say قال مصطفى or يقول مصطفى. It's up to you. قال is the past tense. Mustafa طيب يقول is the present tense. We say قال مصطفى. قال مصطفى. So you can say قال مصطفى. Mustafa said. Or يقول مصطفى. Mustafa is saying. Mustafa said. Or يقول مصطفى. So as you read, you can use one of these. As you read, say قال and then whoever is speaking, or يقول and then whoever is speaking. So either قال or أو يقول. Either قال or يقول. Say the verb in the past or in the present. Mustafa. Either going to say Mustafa said or Mustafa is saying. It can also be says. Right? Let's use a new color. We don't really use sky blue. Or what's this be? Maybe like a turquoise. طيب قال يقول. طيب قال مصطفى. Mustafa speaks. Or Mustafa said. هيا ندخل هذا المحل يا حسن. أو يا حسن إنني أرى فيه أنواعا من الملابس المختلفة. So Mustafa says هيا come. هيا come. ندخل let us enter this shop, O Hassan. Verily I see in it different types or various types of different clothing. Various types of different clothing. He needs to get his copy, but it's not allowing me to. No, it doesn't. I don't know why it makes it dark like that now. طيب let's write it out يا اخوان. لا بأس. لا بأس. yeah. فمثلا it says هيا. So we're going to read it now and then we'll break it down inshallah in the next lesson. So it says هيا ندخل هذا المحل يا حسن. So it says come هيا, like a command, small command. a noun actually. ندخل. Come, let us enter this place. الشعب. Oh Hassan, إنني verily I أرى I see فيه in it أنواعا من الملابس من ألف ولام الملابس المختلفة So he says, verily I see أنواعا different from different types of clothing. مختلف. أي ندخل هذا المحل يا حسن إنني أرى فيه أنواعا من الملابس المختلفة. So he says, come, let us enter. Come, let us enter this shop. Oh, Hassan, verily I see in it various types of different clothing. Perhaps most of us looking for some different. He don't like to buy the same type of clothes. He wants some malabis مختلفة. He wants some different type of clothing. MashaAllah. So the remaining, to save time, we'll just read it out and then we'll type it out in the next class, inshallah ta'ala. قال حسن. Hassan speaks. قال عسى أن نجد فيه ما نحتاج إليه. عسى, new word. عسى, perhaps, or maybe. أن نجد, we will find in it ما نحتاج إليه, what we are in need of. ما شاء الله. وهذا مهم. لعل هذا يدل على أهمية إيمانه وتوكله على الله. قال ما نحتاج إليه. So perhaps this shows his iman and his dependence upon Allah. As he says, what we are in need of. Most of the times, في أغلب الأوقات نشتري ماذا نريد لا نشتري ماذا نحتاج إليه. وهذا الفرق بين هذا وهذا. بين هذا وهذا. Most times we don't buy what we need. We buy what we want. We don't buy what we need. We buy what we want. And that's the difference between this and that. A grave difference. So he says, Hasanun al-Bayir. So now Hassan is talking to the seller. Perhaps they're in the store now. And Hassan is talking to the seller. He says, Masa'ul Khayr. Masa'ul Khayr. So he says, good evening. طيب هنا لعله لا يتكلم إلى المسلم. لماذا أقول هذا؟ لأنه ما بدأ بالسلام، بدأ بالإرحاء أو الترحيبية، وهذا جائز. هذا جائز. So here it looks like Hassan is talking to a non-Muslim. Why do we say that? Because he didn't start with the salams. At any rate, the likes of these expressions, good morning, good afternoon, good day, all of this is allowed. All of this is allowed. إذا نتكلم إلى المسلم نقول مثل هذا بعد السلام. بعد السلام. So remember, if you're talking to a Muslim, you can say the likes of these: good day, good morning, good evening, good good afternoon, may you have a blessed day. Alhamdulillah, that's honorable. But after the salams, the first thing you say to the Muslim is Assalamu alaikum. And if you wish, was recommended wa rahmatullahi, was better than that, wa barakatuh. The best taslim is wa rahmatullahi, wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is the best, the most complete salam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is the most complete salam. Okay. Peace be upon you and the mercy of Allah and His blessings. هذا أفضل التسليم أو أفضل السلام. This is the best form of greeting. ودرجة الثانية دونها ورحمة الله. The second best from the top is Salaam alaikum wa rahmatullah, where you don't say the blessings. May the peace of Allah and His mercy be upon you, or and Allah's mercy be upon you. May peace and the mercy of Allah be upon you. والثالثة دون البركة ورحمة السلام عليكم. And the third best, you don't mention the blessings, you don't mention the mercy. May peace be upon you. Then after you say that, you can mention what's recommended. Hey, sabahul khair, good morning. Masa'ul khair, good evening. Yawman mubaraka, yawman mubaraka. May you have a blessed day. Alhamdulillah. After the salams. But if you're talking to a non-Muslim, you don't start with the salams. But if they greet you with the salams, you return the greeting. From the strongest opinion of the people of knowledge. The non-Muslim says, Salaam alaikum. You don't say, hey. No, you say, wa alaikum assalam. You return the greeting, but you don't start the greeting with the non-Muslim. So the likes of this phrase, Masa'ul khair, good evening. Masa'u al-khair. But don't learn it in place of the salams. No, it doesn't take the place of salams. It comes after. You can say it after salams. Good evening, after you've made your greetings. Masa'ul khair. Good evening. So that's why I said it looks like he didn't start. He's not talking to a Muslim. But now, unfortunately, today, many Muslims replace greetings with the salam. When we see someone, we say, hey, ahlan, ahlan. But the salam should be first. Assalamu alaikum. And then ahlan, ahlan, marhaban bikum. Welcome, welcome. That's different. After the salams. طيب. قال البيع. So the seller speaks. The seller, he says, مرحبا تفضلا ماذا تريدان. So the seller, he says, welcome, welcome. تفضل or تفضلا, it's two of them. تفضلا, proceed, proceed. ماذا تريدان. What do you both want? What are you looking for? طيب, and perhaps we'll stop here inshallah after Hassan. قال حسن. Hassan speaks. قال أريد بنطلونا من الصوف وقميصا من القطن وبعض ملابس الشتاء. So Hassan says, I want some pants made out of wool, and a shirt made out of cotton. MashaAllah, he's detailed. And some winter clothes. And some winter clothes. So let's write this word يا إخوان. pantalon. لعلنا مررنا بهذه الكلمة قبل. I believe we had this word. We passed by this word before. Alright. Pantalon. Pair of pants or pants. Pantalon. Pants or pair of pants. Or a pair. I mean, it could be pants in general or one pair of pants. So it says pantalonan min al-suf. So it says I want pants from wool. It's allowed to wear wool pants or wool clothing. Keeps you warm. It says min al-suf. Min al-suf. From wool. From wool. Made out of wool. And then it says وَقَمِيصًا مِنَ الْقُطُنِ. And a shirt, this can also be a thobe. Could be a thobe or shirt. Qamis, as remember the word qamis can be a shirt. Can also be the long garment, the thobe that can stop in the middle, or it can go long. Some people think the qamis is the short one, the thobe is the long one. You can use them for both. Thobe can be the long thobe, it can be the short thobe. Qamis can be the long shirt, a long thobe, can also be the short thobe. And qamis can also be a shirt, a regular shirt. طيب, so it says قميصا من, this should be a meme, القطن, and a shirt, or it could be talking about a thobe. Perhaps he's talking about a shirt, because you don't really see a lot of, no, not bad. You do in the winter, ya ikhwan. You see a lot of the wool thobes, especially in Morocco and Africa. You see a lot of the wool thobes. Some of them have the hoodie. You use them as like a cloak also. And he says, and a shirt, this can also be a thobe from cotton. طيب, إذا ما عندكم شيء نكتفي بهذا. If you don't have anything to present, then we'll stop there inshallah. وصلنا إلى وسط القراءة. We came to the middle of the reading. ونكتفي بهذا. We'll stop there inshallah. وسبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.